Bubble Monster was having an altogether very bad day. He'd been to the beach, and at the beach he'd lost his precious sword. The most beautiful sword in all of Bubble Monsterland. It had saved many people's lives many times, but Bubble Monster didn't know where it was. He didn't know what to do, so he went to see the master. Master, I've lost this precious sword. You mean the Bubble Monster sword? You can't lose that. You need that. It's helped so many people. I know. It's a sword of truth for me. You can't lose your sword of truth. You need to find it as soon as possible, said the master. What are we going to do? I know. The master brought down one of his books and went to page 356, a very special page, with many things on it, but one in particular thing he was looking for. This is it. This is the diagram that we need to make. We need to make that it's like a metal detector, but it's like a homing beacon. You make it and it basically guides you to this Bubble Monster sword. It does? How does it do that? Well, we have to get all of these things together. What things do we have to get together? All of these things. He pointed to a list of things. A lot of it Bubble Monster didn't understand, but there was one thing he did stand out, which made him quite scared, because he didn't have his Bubble Monster sword. You mean I have to get a tentacle of a squasmooge? Yes, said the master. You need a tentacle of a squasmooge. Now, nobody really knows much about squasmooges, apart from Bubble Monster. He'd done his entire essay when he was in Bubble Monster High School on squasmooges. Squasmooges were purple tentacle creatures with gigantic teeth that spit flames and have laser beams from their eyes. I don't have my sword. How am I going to get a tentacle of a squasmooge? And they have gigantic teeth and they spit flames. I'm going to be roasted Bubble Monster. Don't talk like that. You always come up with something. What do you expect from me? I don't have my sword, said Bubble Monster. You don't need your sword. You've got many other tricks. Bubble Monster had a big think. He went all the way up to Bubble Monster, to the top of Bubble Monster Castle, and looked out on Bubble Monster Valley with his hands and his chin, just looking out. I don't know what I'm going to do. Then suddenly it came to him. He smiled and ran down the stairs. Okay, I'm going. I'll see you later. Be careful, said the master. Bubble Monster didn't hear him. He was always halfway across the Bubble Monster courtyard, running towards where the squasmooges are, which is in a very dark cave. Bubble Monster likes going to caves a lot, but he enjoys caveatry. It's a special kind of thing that he specially likes. He crept inside the squasmooge cave. I can't really see. Bubble Monster got something out of the back of his pack. He put them on his eyes. Night vision. I knew these would come in handy. I'm glad Albert Herbert Hawkins gave them to me. He went out into the cave with his invisibility cloak over the top of his head, looking around. He started to see different things. On the ceiling, little creatures crawling round, and then he saw a tentacle at the back of the cave. Oh my goodness, it's a squasmooge, and it's asleep. But how am I going to get its tentacle? Just then, Bubble Monster had a thought. Right, I don't want this thing to wake up, so I've got to trank it. Use a tranquilizer dart. He got out his BB gun and shot the squasmooge in the back of the neck with a tranquilizer dart. Its sleep went into deeper sleep and turned into snoring. Right, this thing's not going to wake up, even if I do chop its tentacle off. But what am I going to chop its tentacle off with? I don't have a Bubble Monster sword. Bubble Monster thought. There must be a way. Just then, he saw on the ceiling was a stalactite. Stalactites and stalagmites. Of course, I need a very sharp stalactite. The ones that hang down from the ceiling. The mites hang, well, they're just up. He swooped up to the ceiling and snapped off the sharpest piece of stalactite he could find and went down to the bottom of the cave. This is going to have to be a good one, clean chop. He chopped down onto the tentacle and it let free. It woke up, even though it had been tranked. Bubble Monster quickly put the tentacle in his backpack.
"Oh, see you! Come back with my tentacle!" said the squasmooge.
No, I need it. I need it for something.
"I don't care what you need it for. I need it more."
No. Please don't get up, Bubble Monster said. Just stay there, peaceful. You're resting. It'll be fine. You don't need this tentacle.
"Shut up! Come back here. I'm going to eat you."
It started to spit flames. It nearly burnt Bubble Monster's invisibility cloak. Oh no! Bubble Monster put it out quickly.
"I'm going to eat you."
It started to come towards him with its big tentacles. Bubble Monster was darting all around with his wings, flying, darting out the way of this tentacle and that, flying all the way around the squasmooge. What was he doing? If somebody looked from down below, he just looked like he was going this way and that. He was just swinging round and round. But then something happened. The squasmooge tentacles got all caught up in each other. Bubble Monster had tied him in knots.
"Oh, you little cheeky! I can't move! Get back here!"
It's all right. I'll come back with your tentacle once I've used it.
"You won't? I don't think you will. You little blighter! I'll get you!"
said the squasmooge. Okay, I've got the tentacle, Master. Bubble Monster gave him the tentacle. How did you get that? I don't want to go into it, said Bubble Monster. The Master put it into his pot, and then, all of a sudden, a device appeared. Blop! Doop, 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 went the device. What is this? This is the thing that you need to get the sword with. What do you think it is? Said the Master. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. No, you didn't. You're just being stupid now. I'm not being stupid. Okay, right, we need to find the sword. Bubble Monster got the device from the Master and thanked him and gave him a cup of cake. He was very pleased with this. Bubble Monster ran off. Pop, 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 pop. It was getting quicker and quicker and quicker. He went towards the spot he'd lost it. Pop, 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 pop. It still wasn't there. It's like it's moving. Pop, 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 pop. And then he saw it in the distance. It was a crablet. Crablets are gigantic crabs. It was fashioning it and using it and slicing down on coconuts. Excuse me, that's my sword.
"Finders keepers, losers weepers,"
said the crablet. No, I need that sword.